Hello and welcome back to Redirecting. Okay, now we have a story out of News 1. Very sad indeed, but police kill a black teen, but they are charging the 16-year-old girlfriend with the murder for the shooting. They are the ones who killed this young person, but they are charging the girlfriend. Now, I'm going to read some of this article for you, but many of you probably already know what I'm thinking on this. You're probably thinking the same thing, that there is no fairness in this country. So let me read some of this article, and then of course I'm going to share some of my thoughts on this. But it says that Columbus police arrested Mosanique Saunders on December 13th on charges of aggravated robbery and murder in the killing of 16-year-old Julius Irvin Tate Jr. because of her role in the alleged robbery. The fatal shooting stemmed from an undercover team responding to an ad on social media sales site, according to the police. Tate arrived at the meeting place and allegedly pointed a gun at plainclothes officers. A second SWAT officer shot and killed Tate. However, Tate's family disputes the police claim that the teenager had a gun. The police accused Tate of committing at least 2 previous armed robberies. Saunders was with Tate at the scene. Under Ohio's revised code, she can be charged with murder as an accomplice during the commission of a robbery. Okay, Danielle Williams Saunders' mother told the network that it's unfair that the police charged her daughter with the murder. I don't think that it's right. They shouldn't be able to do that unless they actually physically murdered them, unless they actually pulled the trigger and shot him, but she didn't, Williams added. Williams believes authorities are going after her daughter because her version of exactly what happened contradicts police reports and because she's willing to testify against the officers. Saunders insisted that Tate was unarmed, even though investigators say they found a weapon at the scene. Meanwhile, Tate's family considers filing a wrongful death lawsuit. I have a sworn affidavit from an eyewitness that says that this was done totally different than what has been put on the news. That he was basically shot in cold blood, says Byron Potts, the attorney who represents the Tate family. An eyewitness claimed that the police planted the gun, Potts says at a press conference. Saunders has a criminal history that includes assault, theft, and aggravated riot. Her mother acknowledged this, but the teen was trying to turn her life around by working hard at school in pursuit of her dream of becoming a lawyer or doctor. Well, when I look at how these things are taking place in the so-called black community, I don't know if these young people were there to rob something or not, but now she is caught up in this thing, and I don't think it's fair that she is charged with the murder. To me, that is a very unfair ruling. If she was involved in the robbery, absolutely, she should have to deal with the consequences of being involved in that robbery. But to pin the murder on her too, and to just make the cops almost as if they're innocent in this, I don't think that's fair at all. I just don't think that's fair, but this is how they deal with us. This is why it's important too that we teach our young people that they've got to stay out of trouble, because trouble will find you if you look for it. So if they were actually there trying to rob, in which this is what they're claiming here, then trouble actually did find her and the young man. He lost his life. But for police to try to pin the murder on her, to me that is very, very low, very unfair. But it goes back to teaching our children right from wrong, and if they don't understand the consequences of their actions, they can get caught up in these types of things, you see. It's sad and unfortunate. Two young people, one lost their life, and if she is charged and convicted for this, then she will lose her life as well by spending a great deal of time in prison. So we will see how this plays out, but that is just my 2 cents on the whole subject. Very unfortunate indeed, but family, this is why we've got to really put information out here to wake our people up so that we can learn how to navigate through all of this madness. We need to learn how to redirect our children back into a positive direction, because right now things aren't looking too good in this country and around the world. I do applaud those young people who are really trying their best to stay out of trouble, get an education, do something with their lives, pursue careers, but that's not happening with everyone, right? Because I believe that there needs to be a great awakening, a sounding of the alarm. Parents need to get more involved with teaching their children, not just sending them off to public school, because they are not going to tell your children what the real world is like out here. They are not going to tell them that. And if we don't prepare our children, then they're going to be like lost sheep. It is what it is, family. And with that, I will say shalom. Be sure to ring the bell to be notified of new uploads on this channel, and also comment, share, like, and subscribe.